Hello, hello, it's the Auntie PoePoe show. 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 Ooh, I thought it'd be really fun to go on a little miniature road trip. I wanted to take you to Central California coast. Maybe we'll get a peek of the beach. What do you think? There's the water. It's like the edge of the earth. It's beautiful. Ooh. Oh. Seagulls! From Dr. Seuss's The Zax, but there's also some other stories in the back of this book that I somehow forgot, and I'd love to read them to you. So this story is called The Zax. One day, making tracks in the prairie of Prax, came a north-going Zax and a south-going Zax. And it happened to both of them came to a place where they bumped, where they stood, foot to foot and face to face. "Look here now," the north-going Zax said. "I say, you're blocking my path. You are right in my way. I'm a north-going Zax, and I always go north. Get out of my way now and let me go forth." "Who's in whose way?" snapped the south-going Zax. "I always go south, making south-going tracks. So you're in my way. And I ask you to move and let me go south, and in my south-going groove." Then the north-going Zax puffed his chest up with pride. "I never," he said, "take a step to one side. I'll prove to you that I won't change my ways if I have to keep standing here for 59 days. Well, that's a lot of days. Well, really in each other's faces about that one. So similar, these Zax. "And I'll prove to you," yelled the south-going Zax, "that I can stand here in the prairie of Prax for 59 years. For I live by a rule that I learned as a boy back in south-going school. Never budge, that's my rule. Never budge in the least, not an inch in the west, not an inch to the east. I'll stay here, not budging. I can and I will if it makes you and me and the whole world stand still." Well, of course course, the world didn't stand still. The world grew. In a couple of years, the new highway came through, and they built it right over those two stubborn Zax, and they left them there, standing unbudged in their tracks. That's pretty funny. See how the city had all grew around. And there they are, right in the middle. Wow, they sure are stubborn. And that's the end of that story. That took me by surprise. I was like, what could possibly happen next? But apparently, they didn't budge. They just stood there forever, I guess. I hope I'm never that stubborn. Oh. This next story is called Too Many Daves. Did I tell you that Mrs. McCabe had 23 sons and she named them all Dave? Now that is peculiar. That is a lot of Daves. Well, she did, and that wasn't a smart thing to do. You see, when she wants one, she calls out, "Yoo-hoo! Come in the house, Dave." She doesn't get one. All 23 Daves of hers come on the run. Yoo-hoo! This makes things quite difficult at the McCaves, as you can imagine with so many Daves, and often she wishes that when they were born, she had named one of them Bodkin Van Horn, and one of them Who's Foos, and one of them Snim, and one of them Hot Shot, and one Sunny Jim, and one of them Shadrach, and one of them Blinky, and one of them Stuffy, and one of them Stinky. Pew! Another one Putt-Putt, another one Moonface, another one Marvin O'Gravel Balloon Face. That would be a terrible name to name somebody. Balloon Face. And one of them Ziggy, and one Soggy Muff, one Buffalo Bill, and one Biffalo Buff. And one of them Sneepy, and one Weepy Weed, and one Paris Garters, and one Harris Tweed, and one of them Sir Michael Carmichael Zut, and one of them Oliver Bolivar Butt, and one of them Zanzibar Buck McFate. But she didn't do it, and now it's too late. She looks very tired with 23 sons named Dave. That was the end. Sometimes it's fun just to read short stories. You get to ponder through your imagination about things, and then you're in a whole nother scene, and a whole nother adventure, in a whole nother place, and it's just a wonderful, way to explore books in short stories. Long stories, some are long and some are short. These ones are short. So I'm going to read you one more story, I believe. Let me just double check. Yep, one more story. And this one is called What Was I Scared Of? Well, I was walking in the night and I saw nothing scary, for I've never been afraid of anything. Not very. What was I scared of? And there he is in the dark. But he says it's not scary, so let's see. Then I was deep within the woods when suddenly I spied them. I saw a pair of pale green pants with nobody inside them. I wasn't scared, but yet I stopped. What could those pants be for? What could a pair of pants at night be standing in the air for? good question. And then they moved. Those empty pants. They kind of started jumping. And then my heart, I must admit, it kind of started thumping. So I got out. And I got out fast. As fast as I could go, sir. But I wasn't scared. But pants like that, I don't care for. No, sir. Not scared, huh? Of running pants. I don't know, that might be a little scary to me. After that, a week went by. Then one dark night in Greenwich, I had to do an errand there and fetch some Greenwich spinach. Well, I had fetched the spinach and I was starting back through town when those pants raced around the corner and they almost knocked me down. I lost my Greenwich spinach, but I didn't even care. I ran for home. Believe me, I had really had a scare. Now, bicycles were never made for pale green pants to ride them, especially spooky pale green pants with nobody inside them. There's all this Greenwich spinach. Woo! There's some talented pants that can ride a bike. And the next night, I was fishing for doubt trout on Rover River when those pants came rowing towards me. Well, I started to shiver. And by now, I was so frightened that I'll tell you, but I hate to. I screamed, "Ah!" And I rowed away and lost my hook and line and bait, too. See, there he is. There's this fishing pole, just whoop, and now rowing towards him. That's crazy. I ran and found a brickle bush. I hid myself away. I got brickles in my breeches, but I stayed there anyway. I stayed all night, the next night too. I'd be there still, no doubt, but I had to do an errand. So the next night, I went out. Oh my gosh, she's cute. This is like hiding in his little treehouse. I had to do an errand, had to pick a peck of snide in a dark and gloomy snide field that was almost 9 miles wide. I said, I do not fear those pants with nobody inside them. I said and said and said those words. I said them, but I lied. 9 miles wide, snide field. Then I reached inside a snide bush, and the next thing I knew, I felt my hand touch someone. And I bet you know who. Hello, Mr. Pence. Boop, boop. And there I was, caught in the snide, and in that dreadful place, those spooky empty pants and I were standing face to face. I yelped for help, and I screamed, and I shrieked, I howled, and I yowled, and I cried. Oh, save me from these pale green pants with nobody inside! Ah! But then a strange thing happened. Why, those pants began to cry. Those pants began to tremble, and they were as scared as I. I never heard such whimpering, and I began to see that I was just as strange to them as they were strange to me. Well, that's certainly a turn of events. Whoever heard of crying pants? I put my arm around their waist and I sat right down beside them. I calmed down. Poor empty pants with nobody inside them. The end. Oh, one more page. And now we meet quite often, those empty pants and I, and we never shake or tremble. We both smile and we say, hi. 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 The end. I hope you've enjoyed the short stories. See you again next time. Stay tuned for some lovely, lovely music.
Begging, please, life, rescue me. Let the winter mouse cover my skin like a quiet rooftop waiting for rebirth in the cycle of